Hello Credit Warriors, Credit Shifu here, and we have some exciting news is that the Capital One Venture Rewards card is going to be introducing 12 transfer partners in December. So they're not online yet, but these transfer partners will be coming this December. So if you apply for the card now, you'll be getting that in about a month or so. And this card historically has never had travel transfer partners. It's always been a travel credit card where you just use the points for kind of like statement credits to erase travel purchases on your account. Pretty cool, but not as good for booking, business class and first class, the kind of value you get out of transferable points. So yes, these transfer partners will be coming, and I'm going to read you off the list of which airlines they are. So you get Aeromexico Club Premier, Air Canada Aeroplan, Air France KLM Flying Blue, Alitalia Mile, whatever that word is, I don't know what that means, Aviacia Life Miles, Cathay Pacific Asia Miles, finally an easy word to say, Etihad Guest, EVA Air Infinity Mileage Lands, this is the weirdest name for a mileage program, Finnair Plus, Hainan Fortune Wings Club, Qantas Frequent Flyer, and Qatar Airways Privilege Club. So quite a decent list there. One interesting to note though is that there are actually no US airlines on that list. You have, however, got all three airline alliances covered. So Air France, KLM, that's SkyTeam, EVA Air, that is Star Alliance, and then you've got Cathay Pacific, that's One World Alliance, and there's also a few others that are in the three alliances. So you've got all alliances covered, so you can still book on US airlines. For example, Air Canada Aeroplan, you can use that to book United flights. Etihad can be used to book American Airlines, and they actually have really good redemptions with business class and first class. You can book transcontinental first class using Etihad miles on American Airlines for just $25,000. Transcontinental, New York to LA, fully flatbed, first class. Pretty cool. They might devalue that in the future, but at least for now, that's what you can do. Then obviously you got EVA Air, which is one of my favorite airlines actually, and a really good way to get to Asia. So basically you'd have to transfer in Taiwan, it's a Taiwanese airline, and then you can fly on to pretty much any destination in Asia. Their business class is really good. And speaking of business class and first class, you've of course got Cathay Pacific, which, their first class, we had Rami from Points Pointers on the show last week, and he was talking about his trip in Cathay Pacific first class, and, it's like probably the best bed in the sky. So if you want an opportunity to test out Cathay Pacific first class, this card might be for you. Now, what about the earning on the card? So this card earns 2 miles per dollar, or 2 points per dollar on all purchases, right? But actually the transfer ratio, transferring over to airlines, is not quite as good. Don't worry, it's not super bad though. So basically that 2 points will turn into 1.5 points when you transfer over to airlines. And likewise, this credit card also has the category of 10x, 10 points per dollar, hotels.com. So that's also going to go down to that ratio, so that'll turn into 7.5 points per dollar when you transfer it over to airlines. So if you do a lot of spending on hotels.com, you could rack up a serious amount of points and transfer them over to Cathay Pacific and get that first class ticket to Asia, which would be really awesome. And you get all this for a $95 annual fee. So this is what I call a tier 3 card, a rewards card, annual fee around $100. And the card also gives you a global entry / TSA pre-check credit, so that the first year annual fee is basically offset by that, because that costs like $100. And there's a great sign-up bonus as well. So the standard sign-up bonus on this card is $50,000, but there is actually a 75,000 point sign-up bonus out there that you can get. So look out for that. I don't know how long it's going to be going on, but there is actually a 75,000 sign-up bonus and reported even higher targeted offers. So Capital One is really trying to push this card, and I think it's great that they finally added transfer partners. It kind of makes their card possibly quite competitive now, because previously when you got it competing with like the Chase Sapphire Reserve or Citigroup cards or American Express cards, it doesn't really compete, maybe for buying economy tickets, but not for like these amazing business class and first class awards. But now it finally is something that can compete. So guys, just a short video for you today, just basically reporting that bit of news. Leave your comments about this card below. I'd love to hear what you think. Subscribe if you're new, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.